Welcome to this short guidance video on the platform you'll use when taking a Pearson on-screen assessment. When you log in, you'll be asked to enter your user ID, your school ID, and password. Then click Sign In. Tests assigned to you will appear in this screen. Check the assessment details and, when you're ready, click Start Assessment. Read all the information carefully. You can contact your invigilator at any time during the test if you need assistance. Click Start to begin the test. To expand the test player view so it fills the whole screen, click the top right button on the toolbar. To exit full screen mode, press Escape or select the full screen button again. The test window has 4 sections: Test Content, Navigation. There are a couple of ways to move through the items. Use the vertical list or the next and back buttons. A timer. This shows the amount of time that's elapsed and the total test duration. The timer will change colour when there are only 10 minutes remaining. You can access additional functions on the toolbar depending on the test you're taking. You can also make on-screen adjustments to suit your own personal accessibility requirements. Click on the Accessibility button on the toolbar to view the options available. Firstly, you can change the colour scheme and contrast of your test. To begin with, the default setting will be black text on white background. Once you've selected a different colour combination, that will remain for the rest of the test unless you choose to change it again. Next, you can change the font size of your display. And finally, there's information on keyboard shortcuts that allow you to zoom in and out. If your device has a smaller screen, for example, like a tablet, the navigation buttons will move and appear at the bottom of the window, and the toolbar is collapsed at the top left. You'll have the same accessibility options, only in a slightly different layout. When you're taking a test, you can get an overview of your progress through the test directly from the item list. The item that you're currently viewing is indicated by an arrowed margin. This bar is the darkest on the list. An item number without shading indicates any item that you've not yet attempted. Items that have been attempted, either partially or completely, are indicated by a light shading. During the test, you can flag items that you'd like to return to for further consideration. Press the button again to remove the flag as necessary. The Review panel allows you to check item status in more detail and also to move to specific items within the test. As before, the button with the arrowed margin indicates the item that you're currently on. White buttons indicate any items that have not yet been attempted, and shaded buttons those that have. You're able to flag both attempted and unattempted items. Hovering over any item in this view will detail its status, as can be shown by the examples here. Partially attempted means that not all parts of the item have been responded to. Fully attempted means that all parts of the item have been responded to. The checkboxes can be used to filter for flagged and unattempted items to focus your search. Click on any of the Review panel buttons to take you directly to that item. When you've completed the final item, click the Review button to return to the Review panel. Use the Review panel to revisit any items that you've flagged or that are partially attempted. To complete the test, select the Finish button on the Review panel. You'll be taken to the Submit Activity window, where you're asked to confirm that you would like to submit your test. You'll be warned here if there are any unattempted questions, and if you have time, you can click No and go back to the test. Clicking No on this screen will take you back into the test. Before clicking Yes, try to make sure that you've provided responses for every item. Once you've submitted your test, you cannot make any changes to your responses. Should you run out of time, the test will close automatically and you'll be required to submit your test. When your test responses have been submitted, you'll receive an on-screen notification. Then clicking Close will shut the test window.